Riders, I got my hands on some 2-inch risers from meancycles.com and I installed them on my Honda Fury in hopes that it'll make my riding posture better, therefore making longer rides more comfortable. So let's go over what it took to do and all that. So this is what I look like, or this is just how my posture is when I'm riding on just a regular stance right here. So you can see that my shoulders are pretty far forward, my arms are almost at a deadlock. A pretty easy installation. I'm just going to start off by removing the caps underneath the handlebars, and it's pretty simple. There are washers underneath and they might be sticking on like mine did. They just kind of fall off once you move the handlebars. There's just, as you can see here, there's like a lot of stress on the electrical wire, not so much the throttle or clutch cables. But you'll see in the next clip here that the clips just slide out for the electrical, the kill switch and turn signal switch, and it makes it a lot easier. I also put a towel over top my gas tank so I have something to rest it on and I don't put it on the headlamp bucket and crack anything. But once you slide the handlebars out from the triple tree, it's a pretty simple process. You don't want to install the riser to the triple tree first. You want to install them to the actual handlebars, and what I ended up doing was I started to put the bolts on loosely back and forth after I had the riser on, so the riser would sit naturally, and then I went in and I tightened it down with the wrench. I did apply blue Loctite off camera to both the bolts and the screws that came with it that actually go into the triple tree, and putting it and lining it up on the triple tree was definitely a two-man job. It's a little awkward. You can probably get away with just throwing something underneath the speedometer, like maybe like a block of wood or something like that. Just make sure it doesn't leave a dent in your gas tank, because every Fury owner knows you look at the gas tank wrong and it's going to leave a dent. So this is what it looks like with the risers on. And just for reference, I'm 5 feet 9 inches tall. So this right here is my natural position when I ride now with the risers on. And this is just about where I was, and you can see just how I was almost straight arming it and how much curve I have in my back, but now I'm almost straight, and I guess I just give you a little more before and after, and I'm much more relaxed with these risers on. And yeah, that's the difference between the two. So this is what the wiring and cable looks like afterwards. You can see that the original spot for the brake line has to go upwards, but you can still put it back into that hook there. Before I forget to mention, you do not have to extend any of the wires or the cables. You can just reinstall those, slide them back onto that little notch that was there. It doesn't affect it. Even when you turn the bars, it doesn't affect it. But just make sure that nothing's getting caught afterwards, because that's what you always want to do after installing handlebar modifications, was make sure that your clutch cable, your throttle cables aren't getting pinched anywhere, they aren't getting pulled too tight, and make sure that a full lock left and a full lock right stays the same. Make sure it still feels all good, and you're off to the races. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am looking forward to when the snow and ice melts and going for a ride and seeing how much more comfortable the ride is. As always, support your local veteran and be safe and ride free. Peace out.